They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It's complete on the right side. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Feeling some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Fighting off the defender. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Clemson jumps to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
It's still 3rd and goal. They'll leave it with him. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Clemson 3, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Talk about keeping your eye. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He'll just keep slinging it. Picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it first and 10 from the 41. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Snap from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. And they swarm him under.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Let's see what they do on third down. Motion from the offense. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Flips it out to the back. Makes a catch and knocked down. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to the ground game on the left. Smashes through.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes the two-point try. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking again to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
All the way back to the 15. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
Ohio State 20, Clemson 15.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They go to the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
They'll run it from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. And I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Direct snap. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And no surprise, I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal.
Here we go. Pilot.
Running back goes in motion. He'll set up to throw. They're working that left side. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
Man, those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's back to throw on second down. He wants to go deep. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent,